Electro Giant was once considered the most toxic card in this game, but I feel like it's not spoke about anywhere near as much as it once was. So today we're going to be throwing it into this super broken deck and bringing back the toxicity. When we combine some of these cards like the Electro Giant and the Tornado, we can pull on everything into our Electro Giant and just delete them. And when you put in broken cards like the Bowler, like the Lightning, we can get some serious value for free. So let's hop straight into the first game of the season. And hopping straight here into game number 1 against Mr. Benito. Now, as I said, this is my first game of the season, just started today. It is, I think, half an hour into the new season, and, you know, I'm on the grind early. It's the bank holiday, at least here in the UK. I'm not sure about the rest of the world, but if it's not, I hope you're enjoying your day regardless. You know, I know you don't get it off the way everyone here does, but, you know, enjoy yourself anyway. So we're going to win for the Bowler here. We're actually going to have a massive attack going up this right side just to start. We'll pull the Witch in onto the Electro Giant, and the Bowler is going to clean up alongside that, and we're going to get some serious value here to start this game. Really nice. Taking out the tower nearly immediately. The Bowler is going to fall here, unfortunately. The Skeleton Army will do its damage. I did go in for probably what was quite a bad Phoenix in hindsight, but you know, it was worthwhile at the time. I didn't imagine him to have the elixir to defend it. It'd be really nice if we could have got a hit off, but we didn't, but that's alright. Now I can just save up and go for my, actually I'll go for my Knight here now, then we're going for the cannon up high, hopefully pull that back and take out the Mother Witch while we're at it, get the best of both worlds, and now we just have a free Knight going up the right side to do its thing that he'll have to defend. Now we're off to a really good start here. And I feel like I should touch a bit more on the deck that we have at hand today. So we are using the Electro Giant with the Bowler, with the Lightning, with the Tornado, you know, the classic cards that you put with Electro Giant. And you know, we're hopefully going to be showing why it's so powerful. Now I do only have one Evo, I believe, in here, don't I? I just have my Knight. I think that's it. So you know, we're showing, you know, you don't need 2 Evos in every single deck to be amazing. You know, these decks can work just as well. I'm actually going to Lightning this. I do not want any messing around with her. She looks insane right now. Just with the whole, you know, she gains health back with every skeleton that dies or something, whatever way it works. Not for me. I'll just Lightning that out of the way. And that's one of the major benefits of this deck in this season. You know, we can just eliminate them evil witches, which are going to be kind of everywhere right now to start the season off, and it's not going to be a problem for us out here. Now, so we're going to go for a Bowler in the back here just to match this. I'm actually going to go for Electro Giant, go for the Electro Giant over here. We're going to go for the Knight onto the right side. The Electro Giant should clean most of that up pretty easily. We shouldn't have to worry too much about it, and we're going to go for the Tornado here just to clean that up quite nicely. Now we're going to get some good damage here up both sides. Got some really good attacks coming this game so far. This guy just cannot keep up with this deck whatsoever. Bowler's going to be locked onto that right tower, and I think we can just leave that. I think he's gave up. Can I say I blame him? Not at all. But that's going to be it for game number 1, boys. Hope you did enjoy, and let's hop straight into the second game. And we are hopping straight into the second match after a very dominant first win, and I'm not going to pretend like we're not in League 1 going into League 2 now, but you know, so are all of the other Ultimate Champions that finished last season, so maybe it's not the worst, maybe it's not the best, but either way, you know, I do appreciate that we are quite a low league right now, but I hope that doesn't annoy you guys too much. I know some of you guys like to see only the top, and I appreciate that, but you know, we got to do what we got to do for the start of the season, you know. So we're gonna let this actually go, and then we're gonna go in with the Electro Giant in front of it. Be a nice tank, have the Bowler behind to apply some extra damage, then we can get double Tornado value if we decide to use that. Now we're going to go for it now. We'll pull the Barb in as well, and we're going to clean that all up quite nicely. The Goblin Cage is going to be quite a bad building for us to go against here, obviously, because it's like the only building in the game that isn't affected at all by the Electro Giant, so that's something that we can just take into account. We'll go for the Knight here, hopefully get King Tower activation. We've took quite a bit of damage up that left side, and the Firecracker's going to stay alive. Not ideal from us at all. Yeah, that really not good. We need to kind of get rid of that ASAP, because that'll just do a lot of damage and be a massive pain, which we don't need right now. So we're going to finally get it out of the way. He's going to go for some bad zappies. Bowler's just going to clean them up really easily. Not sure why he would do that, but if he had have just fully surrounded it, only one of them would have got hit at a time by Bull. So I just don't yeah, maybe just didn't think of it. But anyways, let's get a bit aggressive here. Let's go for our Electro Giant in the back and just start loading up a big attack. We're struggling a bit so far, and we do need to take into account the fact that he is going to have his Evo, what's it called, Goblin Brawl or whatever you want to call it, right now. So that will shut us down quite easily if left on its unmanaged. So we will need to just keep in check. Oh, he doesn't have it. I thought he would have. Okay, never mind then. I'm going to go Cannon here, just clean that up a little bit quicker, and we can get round to going for another Electro Giant relatively soon here. Just think this is going to be a really tough deck for us to break through on. So what can we do? We'll go for the... Oh, I've messed up big time. This Firecracker is costing me a lot. Yeah, you know, we're going to lose this game, I think. You know, it is what it is. You win some, you lose some, and I like to show them all. You guys know how it is here. But maybe we can come back on this attack. I just don't see it happening, to be honest. And let me go for the Knight plus the Phoenix over on the left. We're going to go for the Bowl, or for the Tornado here. And hopefully we can clean up a little bit. Yeah, just a bad game for us, to be honest. Bad matchup, I guess. And we did just get a bit outplayed, let's be honest. And we'll hop straight into the third game, boys. And hopefully we can get a win right there. And we are back for our third and final game after a rather unfortunate loss, but you know, you win some, you lose some, and unfortunately we lost that last one, but hopefully we can pull it back in this one and have a bit of a better showing and get that win for you guys to go 2-1. You know, I like to show all my games. I always show all my games, even if I lose, but I hate not going 2-1, because then it just feels like such a waste. It's like, I can't promote a bad deck to you guys. I would never do that. But we're going to go for our Electro Giant in the back here, primarily just because he's gone for his Tesla, so that's quite a bit of his DPS out the way. He goes for Mega Knight, so we're in the early season, obviously. We can expect a lot of Mega Knights. That's just the way it is in the lower ranks, unfortunately. But we go for the Bowler here, and then we can get a Tornado going if we need to. We just don't need to, so we're not going to. Now, well-placed guards here will get me a good King to activation, and yeah, and it got us it. Maybe not the best placement, but well, it actually worked out just fine. We can't complain with that one bit at all. So I will go for the Phoenix here. I don't want to take that damage. I will just get out of the way. Yeah, we're not messing around with that. You know, there's no point giving up all that damage in the early game. A few Dark Goblins and then your tower is gone before you know it. And he goes Tesla, which I think was a bit of an overspend. I don't think he needed that at all. But we will just go for the Electro Giant in the back. We're going to rinse and recycle the same play. I imagine we can see an Evo Mega Knight coming here. But I don't know, maybe it's changed since I last played. Last time I played this game, last time I used the Evo Mega Knight, which was a little while ago, it didn't affect the Electro Giant. So we're about to see, does it work like that still? Or has that been like fixed? Yeah, it's been fixed. Okay, for the longest time it didn't actually affect the Electro Giant, which was always such a random one. So you would get kind of really screwed over by it. But they fixed it, obviously. And hopefully it doesn't get the slam, and it doesn't. Very nice. Okay, let me go for the Lightning here. Oh, can we hit the Tesla? We hit the Tesla. That's massive. Especially the Lightning was a bit of a reach. I probably shouldn't have done so, but it worked out really nicely for us. So it was actually the perfect play to make. Now let me go guards here. That'll clean all that up really nicely for pretty much. Yeah, it's going to give us a lot of value. And then we go Electro Giant here down low. Now he will get round to his Tesla kind of mid-fight here. But that's okay. We can handle that. We will go for the Bowler up high, and hopefully that's gone high enough that it'll take long enough that it goes in behind the Electro Giant, and it does. Very nice. We're going to go for the Phoenix here in the center. We'll get ready. We're going to go for the Lightning now for him to place something else. Oh, very nice. That's exactly what I wanted. Actually, I was really hoping he would place the Mini P.E.K.K.A, so that really worked out for us there. We go for the Tornado here just to get this in. We're going to get a Bowler damage off on the tower because of so. And then we go for our Electro Giant here in the back again. Now, we go for the Knight here onto the Dark Goblin, take that out, and it's going to just take some damage out of the Tesla. You know, the Tesla will fall, but it's not really what matters the most here. He's going to have his Evo again for the Mega Knight, which isn't going to be ideal once again, but, you know, it's what we got to deal with. If we go Bowler here in the center, we're going to go Phoenix in behind, and then we can expect the Mega Knight to come in right about now, as on cue. And then we go for the Tornado here to hopefully take out that Firecracker, because this is going to be kind of our biggest issue here, and an issue that we don't need right now. Now, let me go for another Electro Giant, actually. Just get really aggressive with it and see what we can do. We're going to save up, and we're going to go for our Lightning here up high. Hopefully that hits the Mini P.E.K.K.A as well, and it does. Very nice. What are we going to get? We're not going to get any damage off. You know, at this stage, all we really need to do is defend now, and we can use our lightnings to our advantage, and hopefully get some damage done. I'm going for the evil knight here in behind as well, and I might go for the... We're going for the cannon, actually. We're taking quite a bit of damage here. This evil dark goblin is going to do quite a bit to us, so it'd be best to get that out of the way as quick as we can. We go for our guards. We're going to go for the electro giant here, and that'll pull back the mini pack even if he did get it down. So it's all going to work out for now. Now we go for the tornado here, which will clean all that up. The beautiful, beautiful timing. We go for the phoenix, and we're going to throw in the guards as well for the mini P.E.K.K.A. He's going to go for his arrows, but it's going to be too little too late. Now we go for the electro giant up the same lane. She's going to show the overwhelming pressure of this deck now. 2 bowlers, 2 electro giants, and we're going to get some serious DPS going very, very quickly. Now we go for the lightning here just to take out anything he wants to place. Nice, and we get a few shots off with the electro giant really, really nicely. Going to really pull this game into our own in the end game. Bit of an intense matchup. You know, we did get some lucky plays here and there, but we do manage to pull it off in the end. Worked out really nicely for us, and that's going to be a win for game number 3. So yes, guys, I think we showed some pretty good power out of this deck today. You know, I'm not an electro giant player by any means, so, you know, some of my plays may not have been the most optimal play. I probably could have Julianed a little bit more. Probably should have tried to snowball up one side a little bit more than I did. But I think we showed off pretty well. For a non-electro giant player, I think we showed that this deck can do some serious damage. So if you did enjoy today, boys, do be sure to like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next one for a brand new video. And peace out.